Okay, so that's it. So I'll show you the finished look. I'm gonna do my hair and just show you the whole thing together. Hello and welcome back to my channel. It don't take all that. In today's video, we're gonna be doing my go-to spring look, spring, summer, nice, bright, cheery, floral colors, soft and springy, lots of corals, lots of pinks. And we're also gonna be doing the technique today called underpainting. So stay tuned. Already primed. And so first, I'm going to take, I don't have on any foundation yet. We're gonna take concealer and start sculpting our face. So this will be the underpainting I told you about. This is my darker contouring color. Bringing it here where I would contour. Here. I like to sculpt in this area. And this is that darker color where you're slimming your face. Get along that jawline. And then I'm going to put it here. And you see how I'm bringing my nose in there. And I'll even go up there a little bit. Okay, so we have that one on there. I went here where I want to just slim the face, here, here, and in this jawline. So that's my contouring color. That's the darker one. So now I'm going to take the lighter color. And apply it how I would apply if I'm, doing my eyes. Wherever you put your concealer, that's where you're gonna put it here. So you end up with a bit of a mess like this. All right, let's start blending this look out. So let's take our beauty blender. This has been used, but it's fine. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna spray a little bit of water so I can blend this out smoothly. And I'm just gonna go in and start blending. I'm not concerned with these colors mixing or melding together. That's gonna give me a more natural look. Then on the eye, I'm just gonna rub it a little bit like this, but everywhere else I'm doing quick soft dabbing. By the way, my hair is not done. I'll do that at the end. So we're just going around and blending this look out. When you are blended to your satisfaction, let's go ahead and set these areas in with some powder. So I will be using Anastasia setting powder, loose setting powder. I will be using a banana powder this time. I normally use deep peach, but this time I'm gonna go ahead and use a banana powder just to lighten my look up a little bit because it's spring, it's sunny, and that's what we're doing. So I'm using this beauty blender. I've got it on there like that. And I'm just gonna pat it in to these areas. Under eye. Everywhere I put that lighter concealer is where I'm putting the setting powder, not where I put my contouring. I don't care how messy this gets. I mean, I'm not trying to use a whole lot of product, but I don't care about it getting a little messy because we're gonna dust it off. So I'm just going everywhere that I had that lighter color. And now go ahead and smile when I do it here to prevent, ooh, too much on me. To prevent that smile line you get there. I am literally going everywhere I put the light concealer. If you're satisfied with where you have your setting powder, you can go ahead and take, this is a clean brush, and just dust off the excess. Light, swift strokes, and let's just dust off the excess. Voila. Now we're gonna go over the concealer just a little bit. You can just a little, the contour concealer. Just gonna give it a little. I'll be taking my bronzer palette from Juvia's Place in dark, and I'm actually gonna use this lighter color by itself. Since we did the I'm just gonna dab a little on there. Now with this, I'm going everywhere where I put the darker concealer, where I was sculpting my face. So I put some there. I put some here. I don't know what's going on up there, but it's shiny, so I just add a little powder there. I don't know what's here. And here to sculpt my jawline. And then you can either take a smaller brush one second. And I don't bring that bronzer all the way in here. I just kind of keep it on the outside, so if I'm looking straight forward, my face looks slimmer. Okay, you can pinch this same brush in like this, or you can just take a smaller brush and go here. I'm saving a step. I'm just pinching my brush like this. everything going in there. So next we're gonna do some shadow. I will be using Juvia's Place Nubian and Coral palette. And I'm gonna show you the colors that's in here. Very pretty. I will be using this orange here. This one, and this one for my look. So I'm gonna start with the darkest color. Get it on there. And this color will be my base. I don't want it too dark, but I want it visible. So as much as you need to get it. And I'm leaving a little space at the top. Okay, so I can see the difference, but I'm gonna do one more. So I'm gonna switch brushes and go with the lighter orange over the top, just to kind of blend it and make it like a transition. It's very similar in color, so it's difficult to see the lighter shade, but that's fine. So I'm gonna take it like that, and I'm gonna take the previous brush and just melt those together. Next, I'm gonna use my finger and use this little highlighter shade to go on top. I only want it in the middle. So as you can see, that's not nice and neat. So we're gonna use our brush. I'm gonna use the brush with the lighter shade to kind of clean this up. And then starting to soften that up and clean it up to where it's just in the middle. So you can see how pretty that is, this eye to this eye. So we have our eyeshadow on how we want it, nice and defined. I'm going to take a nice flat brush and go in with that darker shade we have at the initial shade we put on. Get a little of that and go right into the lower lash line. Right into the lower lash line with that deep peach color, the darkest color we have on our eye. You really want to make sure you're tapping because it gives fallout. Okay, you're gonna want to do that on both sides. Just go under like that, not difficult. Okay, so since this is a spring look, I don't want to use a black liner. Instead, I'm going to go for a dark brown, this color right here, and I'm going to use that color as my eyeliner. So what you want to get is this can go one of two ways. You can get a sharp angled brush like you would use for your eyebrows, or you can get a small brush like this with a pointed tip. And what I'm going to do so the color can be defined is wet this brush. Wet the tip of the brush so that when I, so when I go in with this brown, I can get that line defined and it'll actually look like an eyeliner. So I'm gonna do a little wing. And I'm going to take this dark brown color across the bottom of my lid. Now, like I mentioned before, you want to stay as close to the lash line as possible in case you mess up and have to fix anything. Your line won't be too thick. So it doesn't have to be a whole lot. Just want it visible. You can build to how light or dark you want your line to be. I want mine a little darker. All right, so we've got that on. Now we're gonna go in with some mascara. I'll be using Bad Gal Bang, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but we didn't have to even use any foundation on our face because the underpainting with the concealer and sculpting and then setting that with the powder, you already have enough on your face, so you don't even need foundation. So I'm gonna go in with the mascara. I'll do the inside first and outside. So that nice brown we put on as an eyeliner, this black mascara is going to make that pop. I just stabbed myself in the eye with this mascara. But the show must go on. Subtle side to side movements. Now I'm ready to do brows. So, in the spirit of natural, this is Anastasia Brow Definer, but I'm going to show you guys something different. I'm not going to really necessarily fill my brows in. So I'm taking a spoolie and I'm brushing my brows the opposite direction that they naturally go in. And then I'm going to brush them up. But you can either use brow gel for this. I'm going to use this stick by e.l.f. This is a brow definer, and it looks like chapstick kind of, but it's a brow definer. And I'm going to brush my hairs up, like push my hairs up with this pen. I like to use pens because they give you more control, and you are the master of what's going on. Brow gel, you might get too much on your spoolie. That could be a disaster. So I'm using this. So you want to fully coat your brows with this stick, and then I'm going to go back in with the spoolie and brush my brows all the way up like so. So I brushed them all up, and then I'm just gonna go across the top very softly and just lay down that top layer. And I'm gonna leave them like that. So this is the new natural thing. So for my lips, I want a really nude color. I am going to line with Chestnut by MAC. And I am going to use this pretty nude color. This is Nicole Miller lipstick, and this is a pretty pinkish, peachish nude. That's what it looks like. That's very pretty. I'm ready to take my highlighter, Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter brush. I'm using both shades, very top up here. And then fill in that empty space on the brow. And then I'll be doing the same on the other side, all the way at the top, just to define that cheekbone. Now, if you want to fill in your brows, you can, but I'm going to go with this natural look for today. That hole that we left on our nose, and then right in here. A little on top of my lips. Beauty blender, because I know y'all see that glaring line there. Now you don't want the highlighter to come all the way off, so you really just want to dab this softly. And then find you a small brush or either your finger. I'll be using this one. Take the lightest shade of the highlighter, and let's give ourselves a little pick-me-up here in that eye area, just in the corner. And I'm gonna blend this in with my finger because I don't want to risk using a brush and taking all that product off. So that's what you have now. As far as blush is concerned, if you want to wear blush, you need to wear a blush that's going to complement what you have going on. I would not use a dark pink or nothing like that. I'm actually going to just do a little something just to show you what I mean. So this is the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place. This is actually eyeshadow, but I'm gonna use one of these shades as a blush. And it's gonna be this very pretty color in the corner here. So, I mean, I guess I'll just use my finger and just where your blush would go, just dab it on there. See how pretty that is? Wow. And that is very complimentary to what I have going on my eyes. And I just use my finger, and that's that very pretty color in the corner there. And you just dab it on it first. This color is strong and pigmented. And then just rub it in. As you can see, there's way too much over here. So I am going to have to use my handy dandy beauty blender and fix this, soften up this. There. So it matches the other side. Okay, so this look is finished. We're done. This is it. But if you want to brighten up your under eye, this is Wet n Wild. This is a highlighter stick. It's a pencil, like so. And if you want to brighten up your under eye, I'm just going to pull it down with my beauty blender. And put this color on the waterline. So can you see the difference with the color on the waterline and this eye that has nothing? It just brightens up your eyes, wake you up, make you look more awake. I actually like it, to be honest with you. So although this look was finished, I am going to do this. And you can do this with all your spring looks to brighten up your eyes. And this goes on the waterline, and you also could have used this here in your eyes. And I'm also going to use this. No, I'm not. I'm done. Okay, so that's it. So I'll show you the finished look. I'm going to do my hair and just show you the whole thing together. My hair is done. I was kind of feeling the no, not done hair look. It's giving me Nia Long best man vibes. I'm not comparing myself to Nia Long. I'm saying my hairstyle is similar. Okay, so this is the finished product. I'm loving it. I'm loving this look for spring. I'm loving this bright spring colored shirt, the chartreuse. And I'm loving this makeup look. And I'm loving this eyeshadow blush. It's popping. No foundation, just strategically placed concealer, some setting powder, and voila. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.